My first question has to do with the current hiring climate, and it comes from a CEO named Michael. And Michael wants to understand the market. He's saying, what's the hiring environment like now for senior leaders? What's your take, Harriette?
Well, first of all, Michael, thank you. Honestly, I wish I had a crystal ball and I could give you that answer and I would share half of the winnings with you. But in all seriousness, it's unpredictable. There's no doubt that some of the executives that I coach are getting interviews and even getting jobs.
Mhm.
The concern is those that are not. But I think part of that is how are they getting these jobs? What tactics or strategies are they using to get in front of those who are making decisions? We also know that traditionally at this time of year, we do see a lot of movement in the executive space. Now, why is that? Part of it is those that are on a fiscal year, a regular calendar year, begin to make decisions around what's going to happen next year. What is their staffing going to look like? What is the strategy going to look like? And so they're looking to add individuals that can help them pursue those strategies. That's a little bit different sometimes with lower levels where you see hiring freezes and such. But as we know, strategy always precedes putting the right people in place to execute those strategies or sometimes be a part of the development. And that is still happening now.
Second part of Michael's question, Harriet, was how should he or his colleagues adapt their strategy to the current climate? I think you just touched on this, but if you could elaborate a bit.
Well, and at the end of the day, it's all about networking. We've known for years, and it still exists, that only a small percentage of executives find their next role through simply applying to a job post, wherever it is. You might see it, those of you that have tried to apply on LinkedIn, where they sort of tell you how many people have applied. It's usually hundreds or sometimes even more than that. And that can be particularly frustrating. You're taking a risk by just applying because we have no idea what happens after you hit apply or upload or whatever. Most organizations have an applicant tracking system, ATS, set up on the other side, where they have defined their own parameters for what they're looking for in a particular candidate. And depending upon how those parameters are set, you may be screened in or screened out of the process. So ideally, if you have a connection or referral to that organization, while you still may be asked to apply online because that's how you get into their system, at least someone is looking for or looking at your resume and such directly. It's not being processed through AI based upon parameters, but rather, I like to say, a human pair of eyes.
Mhm.